here we are once again. We are streaming to the public. And let's make sure that this isn't completely out of whack. You know, because I am currently a one-man band. Oh, interesting. I don't hear any music. No. Oh, maybe this doesn't feed the way. Let's try this. I don't like this music. Any requests? Well, it just can't be copywritten. Let's see. Maybe just kind of chill out a little bit. Ooh. It's that delay, I think. Y'all like the new background? Not too bad, huh? There it is. I would say the delay is probably close to 5 seconds, which is kind of a lot of time. Down a skosh. And maybe put it up a little bit once I feel like I'm in the zone. Let the music take over. We got Charlie in the background, so Charlie's hanging out. How long we've been on for? This has been 2 minutes and 45 seconds of just, whatever. Which I'm sure doesn't help things. Man, I comment on this every time. Well, let's talk about the book. So, the graphic novel is in its final stage, and I'm starting to feel a lot of different emotions. One of the emotions that really kills me is that I really like this process of improvisation. That's the reason why I feel like I can compete in this category, and this category being just art, creativity in a sense. But the problem is that at some point I have to stop building and I need to kind of glue the pieces together, if you will, and they need to be neat and proper because that's what the market requires. And that's what consumers require. I mean, hell, that's what I would require. So here we are looking at a drawing that kind of starts this conversation. And I wonder, can 5 minutes really bring upon the detail that I want? Also, I got to make sure that I got reference to my old stuff. I'm always big on drawing without reference, but consistency is really good for making the story. I really kind of drew myself in a hole with some of these things. I think I can get around with this. Okay, so we're going to do this timer for 5 minutes. And the real question is, how much can be done in 5 minutes? That's the real question. And so we'll find out. Let's dive in. Start your timer, and we shall begin. 5 minutes of drawing. Okay. So maybe these two things go together here. We're gonna hold off on these. me separate these two. Well, there would be no combustion in space, though. So, you know, there's that. I have to draw some guidelines, huh? I want to be that guy who doesn't have to do that. I didn't start my 5-minute timer. I'm telling you, drawing is like dreaming. I can get through this. I can do this. I can sleep my way through this. Oof. Boy, oh boy, is it cooking in here. After this one, I'm bringing the fan in. Charlie, give me some muffins! Or biscuit making. Alright, hold on, I gotta step away and grab this fan. These lights are kind of hot. See me sweating? Okay. Only 5 minutes on this one. I might have to come back to it. Let's clean this up a little bit. How's the progress so far? It's slow and steady, but it's coming across. It's good. It's good. It is good. It's just a lot. So I kind of have to always keep the pedal on the floor, and sometimes my body doesn't want to do that. But just keep going, Okay, alright, we'll keep this. Alright, so this is 1. Let's put these all together. Down, down. Okay, merge. Merge! Wing! Also, we should probably get a background in here too. But for now, this is what we got. Let's clean it up a little bit more. Make sure we're communicating. Yeah, something like that. All right. Okay, so then we're like this, and then these are a couple of panels. Let's get some 5 minutes on these ones. Let's do this and work. Okay. All right, let's just start the timer. Okay. All right, let's get in here. Oh, I didn't start my timer. All right. I kind of get a level of relief when the timer doesn't start because it gets me more time. But it's an interesting feeling. Like, I like sleep a lot, and it feels like I'm sleeping when I draw. It's a new observation on my part. All right, starting meow. We got 3 minutes. All right, come on, step it up, baby. Step it up. What in the world? Come on, no! Oh, I gotta reclaim this, There we go. Alright, so I need to get 30... I'll take 30 seconds back. Alright, I'm going to add another 30 seconds to this. But that's all right. Okay, what's going on with this background? Okay, let's drop this down to 40. Okay, 40's good. Okay, number 2, donezo. Doing 40. Not bad, number 2. All right, let's start the fiver. Sports. All right, 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Oh, whoops. Woof. All right, there it is. There it is. Ooh. Isn't there a line in here? No! Oh, I don't even know what it is. Damn it. I wonder if I can find... Damn, that's not gonna do it either. I don't know what these fucking lines are. Oh, excuse me. Excuse my French, as my mama would say. Okay, we got this and that. There's nothing there. Find service with the squabble. Trajectory. I don't know what that line was. No! Bummer, bummer, bummer! Damn. I wonder where... Maybe I can save as... What is this? Chatting. Chapter 7. We'll call it with F7. We'll call it polished. Okay. And then let's open up the old version. Maybe this will work. I don't know if it will or not. But there's literally like 2 lines I need. Is it 7? I think it is 7. No, or is this? No, this isn't. It's just called Oliver and Jammer. Oh, here it is. There we are. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's see what this line is. And then polished is in here too. Scoop-de-doop-de-doop. Well, no one's in the stream. I'll be right back. Woo! Jiminy Christmas. Okay, what is this? God bless it. Let's see what this line is. Oh, there's no line. Oh, here it is. Our mission is compromised. That's it. That's all I needed. Our mission is compromised. Let's just throw this on. Cool. And then we'll call this, what is this, 2 as well? 2. Let's see what this looks like. This. And this. This, okay. So this is 2 as well. So let's bring these together. Oops. There we go. Okay, there you go. And this guy's kind of stretched out a little bit. Let's see what this page looks like. Okay, not too bad. You know, kind of cruising along. I probably put more time into my pages than most people in this category, but I'll figure out how to be more efficient. Always a little bit better. I'm not too bad on that. I'm very tempted to check this issue. Here we are, a standing in the there you go. Man, I wish social media wouldn't be. I'm like, I don't even know what the word is. I'm like they're not prioritizing my stuff, so it's kind of a bummer. Oh, dang it. You see me kind of taking a step out. Look at that. The connection on the live is excellent. That doesn't happen all the time. I was having a lot of problems with that before. Okay. this is pretty bad lettering. Ooh, the lettering. All right, let's do our 5 minutes on this one. Okay. 23 seconds. Okay, moving on. Okay. All right, let's move. Let's clean up this background a little bit. We'll call this 3. All right, 4. Ooh, the live is getting fair. Ooh, where are we at here? An hour and 15 in. Man, it is easy to just get into a whole session, right? Maybe we can mix these two together. Wait, where the heck did that other one go? All right, 5 more minutes for JobBot, or excuse me, Jammer. Ooh, I don't want to get out of here, but that's all right. Gotta do what you gotta do. Four, we're on 4, huh? Ooh. What up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, man. How's maternity leave?
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, you're working?
Yeah. Dude, it is super quiet.
What, the stream or the Discord?
Yeah, just through Discord. You sound like you're very far in the distance.
How about this? Is this better? Is this better at all? Hello?
A little bit.
Yeah, because I have you on this. Let's see. Is there any way to? Well, let's see what I can.
Oh, wait, I had your user point now.
Oh, okay. So I'm good.
Yeah, you're fantastic.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I was trying to leave you alone because I assumed that you were, on maternity leave.
You know, there's two types of people. You know, the type of people who are leaving me alone right now because they're worried I'm on maternity leave, and then the type of person who's trying to take advantage of every minute I have before it.
Oh yeah, well, okay. I'm on the stream, so you don't have to tell me who's who.
Oh, I just client.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, man, I'm just cranking through this bad boy, streaming. Let's see, still got a half hour. Yeah, I feel like social.
Where are you at?
Huh?
Are you on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That's not too bad. I'm just cranking through. It's at this stage where it's just really, it's a lot of work. Just
I like your new setup. It's a lot better.
the lighting and stuff.
Yeah, you got the lighting and the posters behind you.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna fill in these spaces too. I think the whole back should just be posters because there's really not many places I can put these posters. So I figured, why not? You know how it is.
Yeah,
You just improve it little by little.
yeah, gosh. Yeah, I know.
You got Ben today?
No, dude, I'm losing it.
Oh no.
Did I tell you he got another job?
Yeah, well, I knew that he was working somewhere else part-time.
No, he got another job. Like this company reached out to him. They're paying him like $73K.
Oh, good for him. Well, you know,
Good for him.
yeah, well, good for him. I mean, it's still, that stands. It is good for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Even though it's a big loss for me, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you hire really talented people. It's funny enough.
Yeah.
I think the trick is, sometimes have a little less talented people, and then you can keep them longer.
Yeah.
I remember talking to this guy when I was a bartender. He was running a food and beverage center. He made really, really good money. He owned a house in Ravenswood. And for all my viewers, Ravenswood is one of the more affluent neighborhoods in Chicago. And he would come and see me on Sunday. Sunday I'd do basically the graveyard shift. He didn't get a lot of clientele, so whoever came in, I'd just chat him up. I like to talk. And I would tell him, about hiring people, how hard it is for us to hold on to people. And I can't remember what he said. Like, he basically said, I don't know how he got there, but basically what he said was, if you apply to work at my company and you have a master's degree, I'm not even going to call you in.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, that's, it's a food and beverage situation. He doesn't want someone who's that well qualified, or I don't even know if they would make them well qualified, but it wouldn't make sense for them to stay in that role.
They have the degree, and they just need some baseline experience until they get their next job.
Yeah.
And you're putting in that baseline experience knowing that they're going to leave.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting where you're at. Who can you train people off the street?
Yeah.
Say that again?
Like,
Oh, so you gotta have an interest. So maybe you could pluck people and transition them from a different craft. Well, you know what I'm saying? Where they would need to stay with you for a little while.
work part-time, full-time, without like Starbucks and stuff that I've been thinking about trying to start.
Wait, you know these people, or you're gonna look into it?
I know these people, like personal friends.
Interesting. I like that.
So.
Do it. That's what I think the way to go for you, because then you could have them for longer as they develop.
Yeah.
Because it's not that sad.
Some like college grads reaching out to me.
Yeah, there's that too.
Tempting, but they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna get their experience.
Yeah, and also they're gonna have to. Yeah, college grad doesn't, in my mind, doesn't really equal capable. Sometimes they might be really rough. I don't know. I guess it's the same as anyone else in that same demographic we're talking about. Make sure it's not the
Yeah,
same.
what the type of grad I'm looking at though has like computer-aided drawing experience.
Yeah.
So I would be teaching off of the baseline as opposed to teaching off of like nothing.
What do you prefer? Like, how quick do you think?
That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about conforming society.
Did you see my post about conformists? What was it?
No.
I put Charlie on there. What does it say? Every society honors its living conformists and its dead troublemakers. When Charlie's gone...
Wait,
What?
say that again?
Okay, the saying is, every society honors its living conformists and its dead troublemakers. Basically saying that if you challenge the status quo and you're not a conformist while you're alive, you'll suffer during your life. But if you're magnanimous in like whatever you believe, somewhere down history, people will celebrate. So I said, every society honors its living conformists and its dead troublemakers. That's the phrase. And then I said, when Charlie's gone, they'll have an obelisk built in their honor. Talk about my cat, Charlie. And the obelisk will be in the center of Pyongyang.
Yeah.
That's right, Charlie. You'll be famous in North Korea for your accomplishments. Charlie the killer. What are you up to, Charlie? You want to be? Oh, she's sleeping. I was gonna put her on the string.
There you go. That was right.
So are you? You're not gonna start maternity leave until the baby comes.
Yeah, we need flesh in hand before I can quit.
You know, they say skin to skin's really important.
I know.
I didn't know that. I actually just
Don't worry,
heard
I
it.
waxed my chest and everything.
Huh?
Don't worry, I waxed my chest and everything.
Wax your chefs.
I didn't actually wax my
Oh, waxed your chest. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I got pretty much all the writing done. So when I'm not on stream, I'm generally working on the writing. And it's interesting because there's just I've definitely, so I'm always open for major edits, you know, and like switching things around and going, you know what, this is actually better. And to keep kind of like smoothing out the rocks, if you will, you know, those like tumble barrels they have. That's kind of like how I feel about the process of writing. And I just think I'm past that now. And even though their great ideas still keep coming up, I kind of have to dance with the girl I took to the dance, or however you say that. I use that saying way more than I should because I really don't know the saying, but I know what it means.
You know, I have a habit of saying things I don't understand the meaning of all the time. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't be one.
What do you got going on right now?
I am gutting this mechanical plush dog and trying to rework its innards into something that's functioning. Because all the guts, all the internals of this thing are like, I think from like the 80s.
Wow. Is this a BDI?
And,
is this a BDI? This a BDI project?
I can't talk about what it is.
That's fun, man. Living the dream, man.
Living the dream every day.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. You're not taking Labor Day off? Clearly.
Yeah, Labor Day. Get more labor done, right?
Ah, I see. Yeah, my thought. I don't really deserve time off. My buddy Mark's taking time off today, and I feel like I'm happy for him. They basically work him every day, all day.
Good to do.
Yeah, especially.
The thing is, like, I will have somebody working for me, and I always make sure he got his. I always try to make sure he's getting his time off. I always make sure he takes his lunch break, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, well, are you gonna take a lunch break? No, of course not. I don't have a right. I don't work for anybody.
That's funny. Do you not take lunch breaks? You definitely take lunch breaks.
I do sometimes. You know.
It is pretty wild what you can accomplish if you don't take a single break in a day. Those become pretty powerful days.
It's kind of insane, though.
Kind of, but also, yeah, it's you can see it in the results. It's just, yeah, you're sacrificing your health.
That's the big concern. Because, like, if you operate without taking any breaks, you get a lot done. You get a lot done very quickly. But you got to account for that crashing time, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, if I work like crazy for a week, I know that I need to take 2 days to just sleep and be sick, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. You literally are
Sometimes you get sick. Crap, I'm not working. Or you try to work through being sick.
I wonder if they're working at Top Secret today.
Probably.
Actually, that's so funny. They are. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. You know what? I actually take that back. They're probably not. Who made it? Was Labor Day? Was that a Lincoln holiday? Lincoln did a lot of shit, man. I could see why people were upset by him. Huh?
I do know that you are a Lincoln fan.
I am a Lincoln fanboy. I'm going to try to find out, actually. Let's see.
I think Labor Day was originally a union holiday before the weekend were introduced.
Yeah, let's check it out. Labor Day, a holiday rooted in the last 19th century when labor activists pushed for federal holidays to recognize the many contributions workers have made to America's strength, prosperity, and well-being. So this was in, what year? 1882. Wow. Labor Day for the contribution of the workers, and we still, well, I guess they didn't have slaves anymore. And then they enacted Jim Crow. Okay.
Back to back.
Yeah, basically, dude. That's all Reconstruction was them teaming up on the ex-slaves and making their life really hard. It's actually maybe one of the darkest periods in American history. That's why Lincoln becomes even more of the GOAT, because he did that. All that stuff he did happened 20 years before that, and literally it took several generations before people started catching up to his ethical ideology. By the time people got into politics, not like individuals didn't have that. It's just, you know, representation. It doesn't matter, right? A lot of people believe a lot of things. Yeah, you're right. I am a Lincoln fanboy. Yeah, he was cool. No, I'm pretty excited for this book. I went downtown. All my books are sold out already, and I re-upped them like 5 weeks ago. So that's actually more than usual. So I'm really excited. A lot of the stuff that I was kind of not able to finish about a year ago in regards to, you know, merchant stuff is a lot easier for me to accomplish now because I have 2 really hefty points of sale, you know, and I feel pretty confident about the thing I'm putting out. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to put that first initial email blast where probably 60% of the email accounts will put me in their junk file and just see how many people jump on board. But I know in Chicago I'll be well represented in some cases. So I'm excited. Yeah. I kind of want to talk ish about the other independent graphic novelists in Chicago, but it's kind of pointless. I'm so far away ahead of them that it's like kind of would be stupid to even say anything. It's better for me just to support the genre. I can't believe I just said that on stream.
You know, any position coming towards the community, I'm gonna view it more as a community than like a competitive network.
Right, I agree.
It's like your demographic is really pushing to take sales away from major comic book and graphic novel sales.
You're absolutely right. That's true.
Any win that you just had to get, I think, is a win for you.
I think you're right, man. I don't know exactly how to approach it, but it's interesting. It's like one of the only categories that continuously grows and has been in the last like 15 years.
Yeah.
We're watching these other categories shrink, and this one just keeps growing. It's very exciting. Every time I look at the numbers, I go, "Oh, I got lucky." That's what I always think. This isn't too bad. I wonder if this community.
I feel like you should be plugging your Discord.
Well, yeah, you're probably right, especially at this point. But I will say at some point I'm getting way ahead of myself. You're right, I should plug my Discord. I should have much clearer communication on social media and all those platforms than I do now. So, you know, this morning I was kind of looking at it. It's not something you can do overnight. You kind of have to plan and then make things for it and then put it out. But I have some really cool ideas moving forward. But I just don't care until this book's done, if that makes sense.
Well, I'm just saying, like midstream, you could say something like, "Hey, everybody, if you want to join the conversation, there's a link to the Discord below." You know.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
And then your Discord has an opportunity of growing, get a few more people in this chat.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Well, you know, now that you said that, you and I both invented that idea. It's pretty impressive.
That is true. That's a new concept now.
That's how this works. Wow, cool, man. You invented that. Okay. All right, let's put this together. Let's move on. What I've been doing is 5-minute fresh ups. I'd talked about this before. It's actually one of the best ideas I've had. It's gotten some really good results.
Oh yeah, doing like checkups, like every 5 minutes you switch to the next task.
Right, exactly. And it's kind of interesting because I actually get into this mode that's very comfortable for me. It feels like I'm sleeping. So when the alarm goes off, I want more time with the drawing, if that makes sense. It's a very cool kind of thing where I was like, oh yeah, I'm an artist. All right. My brain.
I apologize for hearing grinding about in the next like 30 seconds.
You gonna make grinding noises? Don't worry, I'll...
Well, maybe scary robot. That's what's pretty good about filtering out, but it's gonna happen.
I turned you down. You'll be all right. Man. Yeah, that would be dope. Just a general conversation in the Discord. You know, as someone the other day... Huh?
Did you hear that, or did you get filtered out?
It must have got filtered out. I didn't hear it. I also turned you down a lot. This is an interesting number of panels. And what are we looking at here for the canvas? 8 by 11. Oh, this is just a piece of paper. God bless it. I should make these bigger. This is 5. Merge. We'll call this 5. This is blue. And then this one. This is a good panel. Look at this. Finally a panel that's done and in color. I don't know what's going on over here. 6. Purple. We're finally getting around. We're getting there. Okay, and then this. Ooh!
Something a little controversial for the makers industry, and that is if you're a gluer and not a screwer, I hate you.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't realize this was here. Let's do this panel. 7. Let's do this one. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna release the entire book on online. Over, yeah, I think I'm gonna release it over the next October, November, and December, and just schedule all those posts for the whole holiday season. And then I can drop stuff and go live while it's happening. But for whatever reason, man, I used to get thousands of viewers and things like that on my Instagram, and old Mark Zuckerberg's not too kind to me. I don't get very much access to my followers. It's kind of a bummer.
That's happened in the past couple of years.
Yeah, I'm hoping that if you do enough work.
Yeah, he does contact from
Yeah, well, he also wants you to pay the boost. But when I used to boost, 4 years ago, it would boost me to people that weren't my followers. Now, if you're paying the boost, you're boosting it to your own people, which is kind of weird. So he's turned into... I definitely think that social media is open for some major shifts. I think people are starting to realize, like, it's not really that necessary. The only thing is that everyone's on the one. I don't know, it's hard to get past that. Human beings are very ubiquitous when it comes to their gathering places, but...
Well, that's why I think TikTok's blowing up, because they're a little bit more free market,
Yeah, they're more open. Yeah, they have less of an agenda towards, specific people within the United States. So it's more open.
Yeah, they just want Chinese kids to be good at math,
Oh, shoot. You know what? I should have posted on TikTok. Let's do that.
That's TikTok.
Huh? Sorry, man, you're breaking up.
You grow your audience as TikTok.
Yeah, and I get a lot of exposure on TikTok, too. I mean, we all do, but it's nice. Not now. You use TikTok for stuff?
No, I don't. I don't like being the public eye.
I hear that. Says the guy who's just a speaker. This isn't even a real person. This is just an AI. Check out. That's how good it's gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny. And no music, huh? Give me some music to choose from. Come on, ticky-tacky. There we go. Oh, okay, now I got it. Let's say, okay, cool. That's gonna be so crazy. We're gonna be able to hear a tyke running around in your home. A tyke?
Oh yeah, a little fucker.
Yeah, just a little fucker, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be.
It's funny it's funny to think that there's gonna be a little kid, like an infant stage to this child.
Yeah.
Expect her to be like a 3-year-old, you know?
Oh, that's funny that you say that. Yeah, she's gonna be a larva for like, I don't know how long that lasts, like 9 months.
I love that. Oh yeah, she's gonna be a larva.
Yeah.
This is the most terrifying thing to think about. I know I can't really talk about it, but it's just intricate thing with hands with like milled and hand cut gears. It's a part required in that.
There's no other way to add a link. Come on. No. Interesting. All right, let's post it. Not too bad. Not too bad. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I just gotta start jolting the algorithm. I bet it'll only take, I think if I go basically daily, I think within 30 days, I'll have a very healthy organism going. It's just so hard to do that, you know, and then when you step away, you lose your momentum. It's a bummer. I mean, it's like, they know what they're doing, you know, because how do you keep pulling people back when you're not paying them, you know? So they know what they're doing. They understand human psychology. What I need to do is make a character sheet with all the characters the way that I like them. I don't have time to do that right now. I'm just gonna. Why don't we take this? Get rid of this. So Oliver's got her little baby. Does it really have to be? Actually, why don't we put her at the front of the door for more clarity? Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's isolate this. Yes. You said more competently?
Confident. Like I shouldn't be approaching this to be my confidence.
Oh, it's interesting. You're putting yourself in check. I respect that. That's not how I do things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't really have anybody to challenge me right now.
Yeah, no. I keep putting cheeks on Oliver and then removing the cheeks. That lack of consistency is acceptable in the comic book world in American comic books, but I'm not really sure it's accepted in manga. So I'm using the fact that I'm American because the way we do things in American comic books, oh, this is interesting. This actually might be interesting for the stream. American comic books, we pride ourselves on taking a different shot in a different perspective and a different angle in a room, similar to like what a cinematographer might do by moving where the camera angle is. And in a lot of manga stuff, it's very flat, pretty consistent. They really like to create rules in their universe, very similar to the type of rules that you might have in The Simpsons, where The Simpsons, you know, if you do some research on The Simpsons, they were actually getting the in-betweens done in South Korea, and they had these cheat sheets or these rule sheets of like things you don't do with characters, things you know, limitations to them. And those are great for animation shows, particularly because then you have this thing that the audience gets used to. But I'd like to say that I'm moving in more of this American style where, you know, sometimes, since every drawing is a very new drawing, it is a different drawing every time. And so sometimes I lean into the manga style because I like side-scroll stuff. When I was a little kid, a Nintendo was the coolest thing on planet Earth, and then a Super Nintendo, and then a Nintendo 64. And so I really love the side-scroll. And if you notice, I do one of two things. I either do a very dynamic, large, epic image, or I do a side-scroll. And I like juxtaposing those two things. I like it. I do it because I like it. Can't really explain it or why I do it sometimes. But yeah, so I think I can cheat Oliver by removing and putting in the cheeks sometimes just because of that American style. So that's kind of what I'm leaning into. That's how I make the math work in my head. Because, you know, one of my colleagues, Haley, pointed out the inconsistency with some of the character design, and another person too who was involved in the process of helping me edit the first book. She was like, you gotta remove these things, they're not consistent. And I kind of like pulled rank and said, no, I'm just gonna keep it this way. And I, you know, looking back at it as I move forward, it's like, no, I don't mind having rules. I think the audience likes the rules. They like the consistency because then they, you know, there's a familiar world that they go to. Yeah. Where are we at here? Let's make sure this. Where are we going? We're approaching we're just over 2 hours. All right. Well, what do we got? 4 o'clock? I like to work in 4-hour increments, so maybe we could just start a whole new shift now. Just keep going. Oh, that's cool. What time did you get started?
No.
Nice. I like that. Sometimes on Sundays, today's kind of a Sunday. On Sundays, I kind of meander around for a little while, and then I get bored, and then I'll just go back to work. Or, you know, I won't get back to work. I will, instead of getting back to work, I'll, uh-oh. This is why I gotta keep my phone down. Yeah, because once I start engaging social media, things kind of open up a little bit. And some people will be like, wow, I haven't talked to TJ in a long time. And all of a sudden they send me a message, and then you can see I saw the message. It's better for me just to turn it off and relegate that to certain times. 12:09, interesting. So we'll have to make these a little bigger. All right, I'm back to drawing. Let's do the top 5-minute, the 5-minute challenge for myself. And oh no, it's not working. Man, this website is bunk, man. All right, let's do it again. 5 minutes to get ourselves a nice little Oliver drawing here for this fine book we got here. All right, and go. Sports. I guess I shouldn't sing when I have music on the thing already. Yeah, you know what? Let's pause it. Because I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, she's all puffy and stuff. The first Oliver has a circle head. So we're going to have to go through the first book and make some adjustments on that. So I'll probably have a whole day of doing that too. It's just so much work. I love it. All right. And let's start the timer again. I just had to grab a reference real quick. And here we go. How low can you go? All the way to the flow. Kind of come around here like this. And so we're going to remove the cheeks on this one. Yeah, let's come in here like this. We'll bring the cheeks back for, God, I don't even know why. And then we got a nice little space suit going. A little CF. Maybe bring her ears down a little bit. Ooh, we still got 3 whole minutes. I'm gonna be able to jump. We're about to be able to drive in this drawing pretty hardcore. This is what I should have always been doing. I should do the whole next book this way. Once I get done with the layout, because I think I can get through these drawings much faster than I have been. I'm just spending so much time I don't even know what the word is. You ever heard the term bike shedding? Bike shedding is a term that came out of Google's training programs. They had these training programs in the early 2000s, 2010s, I would say. And the term bike shedding it's connected to a story about a bunch of engineers coming together. We got 2 minutes left. All right, so I can get in here and maybe do some texturing. Yeah, get some texture in here. Ooh, what am I missing here? Yeah, let's do it. Get rid of this. We'll dive in here and start to add some weight to this. So drop this again. Come in here. Maybe something like this. We got 55 seconds. All right, come on. Let's crank through this. 55 seconds. Get some weight on these drawings here. These fingers. The finger clarity is about as important as it gets. And still do fingers while AI struggles with fingers, all right? Alright, that's the alarm. Gotta have a deadline. The drawing is now dead. Line. Alright, let's see what we got here. Zoom out a little bit. All right, not too bad. Kind of unaware Oliver. Whoops! Wandering around. Okay, we're almost there. Let's bring these together. Okay. Look at me cheating. This is like me staying in bed longer than I need to. Come on, time to get up. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this, otherwise this looks kind of dumb. All right, cool. Let's put these together. Top tier. Bam. Oop, come on, get out of this drawing. Get out of this drawing. Okay. So we got this one and then this one. Bam. How's the old one? Jeez, isn't that funny how that works? Well, let's keep it of size. And then let's go on to this one. This drawing is the pillows hiding under the bed, which is kind of funny. It's a funny idea if you think about it. I think it's funny if you think about the pillows, period. Alright, I got an idea. Add the layer. Now draw. Quick draw McGraw. Right back at it. Oops. Not bad. Quick draw McGraw. I got 4 minutes left, so let's do the same thing here. Ooh, $1.30. All right, let's clean this up. Let's see what we've gotten out of this so far. This is a tough one. This is a tough one, but it's still fun. It's a fun one. Tough and fun. I don't think there's any reason to keep any of this stuff except for this line, maybe. Not bad. I know it doesn't look amazing, but I've conveyed a pretty interesting idea. You know, it might be better to actually get these shadows in here. So let's try this. I still don't understand what's happening with Photoshop. I'm kind of out of the loop with that. But yeah, I think a lot of this could be done with shadows. And so we could just kind of open this up like this. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. That's 5 minutes again. So then there probably should be one more. You probably think you're better now. Better now. Burr, 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 not around. Oh yeah, this is going to need a little bit of time in it. So, okay, we'll delete this, because I don't want to really get myself going down that path. Alright, and then let's mix these together. I kind of like the idea that the Mud Pillows panels maybe have like a kind of iffy kind of work around them, if that makes sense. Like kind of like really rough versions. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's get rid of this, and then let's make a panel right here. We're almost done. We're gonna move on. We're cranking through this bad boy. Okay, what? Oh, I need a layer. I was about to say, what? There we go. Okay. I'll need a backup of this, though. Ooh, not bad, huh? Looks pretty cool. You only say that because we're not around. Not around. Or I'm not around. You're saying it because I'm not around. Learn to enjoy a little bit of Post Malone. Wish I could put some Post Malone on, but then they will unpost my videos. You probably think that you were better now, better now. Okay, not too bad. All right, let's bring this in. See how this turns out. Copy. And yeah, already looks way better than the last one. You know, it gets tough sometimes. You're like looking at it and you think it's not very good, but then you just kind of, you know, crank through it. Maybe we get a panel in there. We got a foot in there. I'm not really sure. 7, 7, and then what's on this one? I don't really want to cross that bridge. Let's go purple. Fuchsia. Okay. And then we're gonna start over with a red. Ooh, baby, look at this. Now we're on to a whole different scene. We got quite a few panels. It makes me wonder how many of these can I actually put out. Actually, after this stream, I might build a post and start teasing out some of the work, you know? Tease it out. Tease it out. I don't know. Or maybe what I gotta do is get into good standing with Facebook. Be like, Facebook, I'm sorry that I disappeared. I'm sorry, Facebook. I'm sorry. Man, social media is powerful. I gotta leave that social media alone. Oh yeah, they be knowing that. Where are we at here? Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay. Okay.
I'm there.
Hey, you're back. I'm starting to lose it a little bit.
Sorry. Wait, back on a cell.
Gee, she's always getting in the way of your dreams. Nice. Oh, I had an interesting thing. I had an email from, I believe, a recruiter from a company that I tried to get into before BMT. And it was a company I tried really hard, but I really wasn't that seasoned in the process of like acquiring jobs, which is a whole skill unto itself. I actually dated this girl who was a talent acquisition person for a Fortune 50 company. And I learned a lot while being Fortune 50, yeah. No, not 500, Fortune 50. So you could probably guess the company based on subscription. Oh, based on your subscription preferences, we thought you might be interested in the following new job posting. Okay, so I probably signed up, and this might be automated. So, but it's it's a marketing associate position, which is a substantial pay bump down. But I think maybe with Conformity Farm, I might have the opportunity of making up the difference, and also working for a senior marketing official that can kind of help me get on board. Because I think in my last role, I was really good. I had a lot of raw talent, but I think I was just so green that there's very rudimentary things that I wasn't doing that when other people got brought onto the team became red flags to them, and I think ultimately led to my demise. So it would be good to know exactly what like the corporate perspective is on this stuff, and then once I learn it, I think I'll just be unstoppable. But also, yeah, I'd like to just know what other senior marketing people are doing and how they're approaching it. And yeah. All right, so let's do the lettering for this. Do I have the lettering right? Oh no! It's so hard for me to stream and do the lettering at the same time because I have to like read and stuff, so it's tough. Yeah, it is. It's a huge downfall. Read. I was elected to lead, not to read. All right, let's delete this. Where are we at here? That is a Simpsons quote. Yeah. I thought you didn't watch The Simpsons.
No,
Yeah, well, I mean, seasons 3 through 6 are the best, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, because Simpsons.
There's like, yeah, 3 through 6 is good. Because I was about to say, some of the early episodes are interesting. But they had the great.
That was an interesting company back then. Fox was like a very, I worked for a company similar to Fox. I mean, obviously Fox is way bigger because it was a network company, but the company that I worked for was basically like, it was a local sports network and a local affiliate entertainment. So it was like CW or UPN 50. You don't know what those things mean, do you? Okay, so do you remember, like, man, I'm just older than you. When I was a kid, you could actually get shows with an antenna, and there was a show called, there was a channel called Channel 50 that I think came out of Detroit, and we would get it if we just set the TV right. And that was actually my first exposure. This is before we even had internet in the house, but that was my first exposure to Dragon Ball Z. And for whatever reason, we watched the intro, and it explained what the Dragon Balls were, like what everything you're trying to do is, and then it was like, welcome to the episode. And we were like, oh shit, this is so cool. I want to see every one of these. And I didn't really get access to them because the feed was so bad. But anyway, I digress. It's just an affiliate company that would sell ads on shows that were for sale that they could afford. So like New Girl, Gilmore Girls, multitude of shows like that, where it would be in syndicate. They would pay the fee to syndicate it, and then they would sell ads on it to make a profit. Pretty old school. They still do that today, I guess. My point is, I worked for a company like this. Man, I love to talk instead of work. The point is that the company I worked for, what they did was everyone was switching over to high definition. And what that meant was a lot of TV companies had this equipment that they had purchased essentially in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I think their most up-to-date upgrades were probably done in the 80s. And then when HD came, they had to, redo everything. It was very expensive. So a lot of these companies, they were hurting financially. And so they had all this old analog equipment that they weren't doing anything with. And so it was pretty cheap to get. And so the guy who owned my company, he bought all this old media equipment, analog equipment, like literally like mono sound and like 480p footage making cameras. But they had a full studio. So it had a switcher, it had all the material you needed for like live television and everything. So we would make these shows that just, for the first year, half of our viewers, they couldn't even get the signal to come in. Or back in the day, people had TVs with one speaker in it to make them cheaper. And so if we didn't pick the side speaker that you had on your TV, you might just have no sound. It was a fucking shit show for the first year. Oh, it was so bad. But luckily, the company kept growing and kept doing better and better. I don't know how I'm going to approach this. I might need to save this for... Let's save for off air, because I can't do this in chat at the same time. And then let's pull this other one in and say, okay, actually I'll make a note of it. Sorry, hold on. If I don't make a note, I'll forget.
Yeah, dude, I put together a thing myself.
So what I can do in the meantime is add these backgrounds, and then also make pages of So I'm just going to keep working until I get to a point where I can send a new draft of the book and send it in to myself. And we are just getting so close, dude. It's so weird. Like, the hardest part of this process is probably being 70 or 80% done. Because that last 20% is just so hard because you want it to be good, but you have to pull back because you don't have unlimited time. So it's the question is like, where do you... I'm about to do take a shot. So the real answer to this question of how you handle this is what Todd McFarlane once said on a stream. He said, a lot of my artists, what they want to do is you want to make 100% of the drawing 100% better. But that's not how you do this. You'll never make your deadlines by doing that. You got to realize you're not a fine artist. You're a pop artist. You're doing commercial art. You know, so instead of making your 100% of your drawing 100% better, make 5% of this part of the drawing better, and then 5% of this drawing better, and then all of a sudden you've done 100%, but it's 5% in 20 different places. And that's really what's happening in comic books, I think, for most of the best comic book artists. But if you were like Kim Jung-gi, the late Kim Jung-gi, who passed away when I was at BMT, you draw without any of those, you just get above that. All right, so how are we going to do this? Let's grab our background, and we'll start forcing this into the drawing. Here we go. This one, copy, edit, paste. I'm also going to have to do edits to the first book, too. It's kind of wild to think about. The nice thing is that since I did it black and white, I could just if I can't find the file where I made the image, I could just bring in the PDF, screenshot it, and just only work in black and white. And I could just do whatever I need to do. Which is pretty wild if you think about it. So wild. So wild, man. Okay. So let's do this one. No. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. This isn't in there. Or is this after? Yeah, we're going to have to figure this stuff out. I guess what we can do is let's grab this sequence. So we got this.
Don't start a fire. Don't start a fire.
So we're gonna go ahead and pull this and just make these red. Red. This red. No, let's make this green, I guess? I don't know. That doesn't look like green. That looks like yellow. Okay, so we got this one that's red. We got this one's red. Let's make this red.
I think I need to put a resistor on
Are you cussing at me? I don't understand what you're saying, so I'm going to take that as disrespect.
Yes, I'm disrespecting you, don't worry.
That's the only thing I
No,
can.
I'm building this thing right now, and it's flying like a bat out of hell. And I need to reduce the power on it, but I need to reduce the power on it analog, because the computer on it is like from the 80s.
Jesus. Was never around for any of the stuff in the 80s. A lot of people don't know that.
That what?
Nothing. Okay. Jabba has determined. No, we already got this part done. I think we're gonna have to bring that one back. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oof, rough. Put this. No. Oh, and I'm gonna have to put that together. I'm gonna have to do a layout of. What is this? Layout of what? What's really happening? Layout. So let's make these line items. One layout for this, and then another layout. JB. I think we also need to add something for JB there, but this might be enough for this. Dude, I'm willing to turn all these individual panels into stories on Instagram, and I wonder how Instagram will deal with that. If I make let's say for example, this layout of all of this would be, I'm just gonna say in theory, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So let's say I posted, let's say 30 panels on a story, right? Every story is an individual panel in sequential order, which is something I've never given my followers before. But I feel like I'm going to have to give away more value in order to bring more people in. And by doing that, let's say that I post 6 or 30 consecutive panels. I would say if you're telling a sequential story, the chances of people watching all of them is pretty high. Much higher than very random thoughts or, screenshots of someone's oatmeal or something like that. And if that's the case and they see that people are flipping through it, it'll probably, theoretically, give the algorithm some sort of jolt where it's like, okay, people are paying attention to this, so therefore let's push it up. Because all the algorithm cares about is keeping people on the platform, really. So, the longer you're there, if you're putting out content that makes people want to get out of the platform, you're in trouble. If the last thing that someone looks at is your post before they exit the application, then they're not happy with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are the kinds of data that go into the algorithm. Yeah, it's all about attention. They're selling ads, so they prioritize it. It's gotten a little bit better, but when I first started social media, the posts were in grammatical order. So the post at the top would be the soonest post. And then as you went down, it would go in sequential or time order. And now they just push up whatever they want to push up. You don't really, if you want to see something and they're not pushing it, they'll just, you got to go to it yourself. Which is kind of interesting because some of the people that do watch my stuff, no matter what, it's kind of crazy. A lot of people with avatars. Huh?
That's very good.
A lot of my people are avatars without real pictures.
There's an Instagram comic that I've been following for a little while that kind of I feel like he's like a bright and cheery, more bright and cheery.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way he markets his stuff is really well, and it might be worth looking at how he's operating and trying to mirror some of those things, because you have a lot of similar elements to what this guy has.
Okay.
Have I shown you the Swords comic?
Yeah, no, we've talked about this one before. So what is it that brings you back to his platform? What do you get out of it?
It's just there's obviously an overarching story that he's selling in a comic book, but I'm like a free consumer.
Yeah.
I'm not a good person for I help with numbers, but I don't help with earnings. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I help drive engagement, and I help. I like a lot of content and I share it with people.
Oh, okay.
I don't purchase a lot, but what I like is that he'll pick a theme and then give us a couple panels from his book.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
But there's also kind of he's got this this quest sprout thing that's kind of his mascot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think you have a lot of mascotable characters.
Oh, sure.
Behind the Pillow Baby, Jammer, the Mud, Bossa. And I think if your Instagram started speaking instead of as you, but as Bossa.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Bossa did an Instagram takeover, because that was the thing a while ago. Remember the Instagram takeovers, where it's somebody would take over the Lululemon Instagram, and they would post themselves.
I don't.
Like a Bossa TikTok takeover, and he starts selling, he starts trying to sell mud.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. Try and get a Dirtman collaboration.
A Dirtman? That's funny.
The Dirtman, keep a little bit of it, dirt is just dry mud, approved,
Yeah, that's pretty funny. No, I've never. No, I think that's pretty cool. I've never actually heard of the takeover idea. I think it's a cool idea.
But like instead of having like people take it over, like having your characters take it over.
Yeah, it's a great idea, man. I just want everyone on the stream to know, even though James said this, I came up with this.
That's okay. I'm giving away free ideas today.
Yeah, you're feeling charitable. No, I think you're right. I'm really excited to promote this. I mean, this is going to be no matter what happens with my work and career, I think Conformity Farm is a fourth quarter product. I think that Conformity Farm can go dormant 9 months out of the year, and then if I'm just active during the holiday season, I don't mind that. I'm a reoccurring holiday product. I think it's a good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So like maybe I'll make movies during the summer or whatever, and then yeah, come back to Conformity Farm at the end of the year or whatever. It just sucks because the one thing that gets in the way is that I have to re-trigger all this stuff with social media. So, you know, there's just yeah. So I got to figure that part out, which I think I will eventually. I've never really poured a ton into social, so it'll be interesting. I feel pretty confident.
I mean, you are working on the product right now. I think pouring time into social, once you have the product to sell, makes more sense.
That's what I'm thinking. And sometimes I get a little bit of pressure outside to start like, because like there are people I know who literally have nothing to promote. They're just there. And it just doesn't seem like a great move. It seems like a lot of work for something that doesn't really make that much sense. And then it's like, I don't know. This is stuff I'll have to talk about more in a meeting or something without getting too much into it. But I will say this. I really enjoy making the art, and I would like to make more of it, so please support my channel. Brilliant. 2 hour standing ovation is probably what's happening on the other side. Okay. Ooh, not bad. It's an interesting set of panels. Okay. We'll put these together. Merge. Whoop. Don't merge them yet. Let's merge them at 40. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna take some time and apply for that associate position.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think I still kind of have a little bit of time. I think I have it in me. Like I don't have to keep going for these director positions necessarily. Like if I had kids and stuff, I think that's kind of where I would be. And since I'm not in that place, I still have a little bit of space. And also, like I said, yeah, the one thing that's great, I'll say it this way. If I run into someone who's been working in video for like 3 months, I can tell. By having a very short conversation with them, I can tell. And so I'm assuming that a lot of these marketing people can tell, but I just think I'm missing some key stuff, and it would be good, yeah, to get some clarity on those. I kind of like what I'm doing here with this background. So what I did was, here's interesting. Are you watching the stream?
Yep.
Okay, so if you look here, this is how I did the background. How do we do this? I did one drawing right here. This took me a long time to do. Probably did this several days. And I basically just built a background for an environment. And you know what I really did was, I never learned to make comic books. What I learned to do is make animation. And this is how animations work. And so I made a background for my animation. And then these characters didn't have backgrounds in them, so I just brought the animation background and partitioned it out. And I think it works just fine. You know, especially when I'm doing the side scroll stuff, it saves me a lot of time. A footnote in history. Where is this dialogue? I would say 8, 9. What does it say? We'll just call this 8. 8.
Survey that this was when we die.
Yeah, Yeah. Basically, Jammer doesn't want to go back to the Cat Federation. He was hoping he'd have a job where he could just colonize a planet by himself, live there for the rest of his life with this very boring job, and he wouldn't have to work too hard on the ship. And Oliver wants more adventure in her life, and so she doesn't quite feel that same way. She doesn't like this idea of like doing, this unachievable. Well, it's not unachievable, but this is like life. Kind of. I don't even know what you would call it. She doesn't want the grind. Exactly.
She just likes the slow, monotonous, easy life.
He wants to be a bureaucrat, is Jammer. Yeah, and she doesn't want to live like that. She wants excitement and adventure. And she also wants a baby. Interesting character. I'm excited. Dude, you want to see some of the drawings for the next book? Oh my god. Not this book, but the next book. I'm actually going to pull those up. A little bit of a sneak peek, guys. Kind of excited for the 11 people that will watch my stream over the week. Okay, let's go up. Oof, maybe going down a little bit. Oops. Okay. Yeah, let's pull out stuff from the next book. This is exciting. I really like where I'm going with the next book and the next story. Even though I'm going to be putting the book away for a little bit. What's chapter is it? I think it's... Ooh, this is nice. No, that's not it. I wonder if I put it away in different... Oh, okay. So, let's just drop these in Photoshop. Okay. Without getting too far in, these are some drawings. So what happens is Oliver escapes the Cat Federation and takes her and the pillow baby to a new planet that she's not aware of. It's mostly aquatic. So I'm doing some Nintendo stuff. You just change, the background is the character. So if you see here, so what happens is Oliver crash lands. She crash lands, and if you see here, as she's going down, there's the side of a tortoise. That's a ship, so it's sinking. And this is a tortoise. Oh, it's got bones and stuff, so it's kind of like a, I wonder if this is on desert. I'm not really sure. Or this might be deep sea. You know what I think this is? I think this is the bottom of the ocean floor, and she goes into the ship. And then, yeah, this is her looking through. Look, she's got the little pillow baby inside of her thing. You see that? That's pretty good. These are just kind of concept drawings of her kind of discovering her area. And then here's another one of her underground, or underwater rather. And yeah, she's basically lost in space. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a cool idea.
Oh, is that like a cover image?
No, that's just, those are panels. Those are full page splash pages. Why do you say that? Man, you can still tell I'm suffering with perspective. 9. Yeah, I know. I'm getting better though. But what used to happen before is I just wouldn't take as risk. If I was having perspective issues, I would just kind of cheat it to a perspective that I was working. And so now that I'm kind of fearlessly attacking perspective, you know, I'm paying a price in a sense. Or it looks like shit a little bit. Get to 3 hours. I'll take a nice little break and I'll come back. We got 8, 9. Well, let's swap these out then. Kind of boring house cleaning work that needs to be done. 8 and 8. Something with 9. Let's cut this. Stay organized. Stay organized. Organized is what will stay. Nice. This needs to be handled. Off air. What do we got here? Ooh, this is what you wanted. All right. I'll have to recharge things too. Huh. What do you think, Kitty? What do you think I should... Ah, she's sleeping. A lot of splash pages. What should we pull up? Just to kind of sit on it. It's a long scene. It might be better for me just to sit here and do this all night until it's done. Why am I missing? Why is the opacity on this so rough? Oh. Maybe this isn't on? No. Did I delete it? No. There we go. There we go. we cruise through this a little bit, huh? Put something in this background. Or we'll drop the opacity of this, work a little bit more on our buddy here. Double chin on jammer. It's unfair. Jammer is not heavy set. The truth is there's just unrealistic standards for house cats nowadays. You know, you got all these model cats on commercials. It's just, you know, it's just not realistic.
Well, I'm caught in an email stream again. Switch.
Yeah, they're probably worried about fraudulent accounts. You know, that's got to be a big thing. Like, how do you fake streamers? Like, people who got like a ton of computers, and then it makes it look like they got a bunch of viewers when they really don't.
I mean, I got 4 computers down here. I could put 3 more viewers on YouTube if you want.
Yeah, let's see if it works. But I feel like if they're on the same IP, they don't show up.
Oh, maybe. Maybe that's an experiment for another time. I gotta keep my hands busy.
Okay. It'll be nice because I think that I'll probably have some people come in the evening. I think people are just busy during the day. What is this? Get this out of here. Oh God, I'm not drawing on that layer, am I? Okay, good.
what I was plugging this shit into. It's important to always cut wires erratically without marking them. Write that down.
Write that down. That's what you say to your assistants. Write that down.
Yep. Mark right on this. I gotta bring some up.
Oh, I see. Probably got to do some more with JB in here too. Woof. Okay. All right, I'm going to. Is this really at 3 hours? I don't think this is 3 hours yet. Okay, we hit 3 hours here. Is this live? Why does this keep skipping out on live? And then this one here is live. So Twitch really keeps up pretty well. All right, that is going to conclude this stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get some nourishment and all that jazz, and I'll be back in a couple of hours for an evening stream. I'll try to look through my notes and collect some stuff together. I'd really like to get this scene that I did in this stream. I'd like to get that real cleaned up and ready to present online, which is always really nice for me because once I present it online, I start to see flaws in it pretty much immediately. And if the flaws are serious enough, then I'll make adjustments as necessary. Yeah, thanks. If you made it this far on the stream, thank you so much. Consider supporting me on the Patreon, and I'll be around a little bit. Take care. Be good.